Hi there, I think we're live now. Let me refresh the page just to be sure. Let's see. Alrighty, here we go. Alright, so hi everyone, this is Lindsay with Swing Design, and I'm glad that I'm actually live now because I was talking for the last 10 minutes to a camera that wasn't on, so let's try this again. I had a little dress rehearsal there, so still getting used to this whole like social media live thing, but I hope you're having a great week and a great day so far. Hope you've had a chance to do something crafty and creative, because that's what we're going to be doing today with the Cameo 4, my favorite machine. And I love making all crafts. I just love everything crafty, but one thing that I find particularly fun with the Cameo 4 is being able to do faux leather crafts, like faux leather earrings. They're really popular and they're so cute, and I should have worn mine today. I totally forgot. But that's what we'll be doing, is cutting some faux leather with the Cameo 4. And you can do this right with the materials that come in the box. So you'll get the auto blade and your standard tack cutting mat. And with those things, you can, I'm getting the go-ahead that I'm actually recording now, so that's good. So yes, auto blade and a brand new mat, because those are really what is going to make this craft the most successful, is if you've got a really sticky mat, so like a brand new mat, and you've got a newish blade too. And the auto blade for the Cameo 4 is the blade you want to use for this, so you don't need a specialty tool for it. In fact, I would recommend using the auto blade for this too. And you know, when you order your machine, you get the standard tack mat, and you want to make sure it's really sticky. So if it's brand new, that's the best time to do it. Or you can use a strong tack mat too, which I like to use the strong tack mat just for that extra security for the different kinds of faux leather, because there's a couple of different kinds. You can get faux leather at the craft store and online, but there's like this thinner kind, and you can feel, you know, it's like a thinner material, but then there's also this thicker kind too, and it's with this thicker material that I like to use the strong tack mat with. So that's what I'm going to be using today, but definitely a brand new standard tack mat that's really sticky, that'll work as well. So alright, so let's get this open up here to start working with our faux leather. And the design for these I have posted in the description. So if you like the earrings that I'm making, then you can grab the bundle for them too over at So Fancy. It's a really cute bundle of different kinds of summer treats for faux earrings. So that's always really fun. And I'm going to start with the thinner material. Actually, let's start with the thicker one. Let's start with that. Okay, so let's go ahead and just put that on the mat here. This is super sticky because this is the strong grip mat, which I really like to use. And then you're going to smooth it out really well. You can even use a brayer to, see if we'll do this, sweetie, to really smooth that out there. And then sometimes what I like to do is the backing or the material that comes on the mat, I will sometimes put that on the lower part, because I know I'm only cutting up here, so I want to protect this other part from getting or my hair on it. So let's go ahead and load this into the machine. So what you do here is the rollers are usually like this, and then this roller here, a little closer. Oops. So this is the lever here that lifts up this bar, and so here there's this little gray lock sign. So it's going to stay locked until you press it, and then you can bring this in. So if you were cutting without a mat, then you would need to bring in this locking lever here. But since we're not, then we can keep it pulled out the farthest. And you'll feel it when you press the gray lock button. When you press it and you slide it, you'll feel that it'll like snap into place. So I can feel that it's snapped in, and then when you take your hand off the button, then it's locked. And then just remember to lower the bar back down, and then clean any schmutz you have out of there. And then this is so you just hold it in, hold the machine in, or the mat in like this, and there's a little like line here with arrows, and so you just line up your mat like that, and you press the up button. All right, so now it's all loaded in, and then I'm going to go onto my laptop on Silhouette Studio and cut out 2 of the earrings. I actually only have 1 on there right now, and I want 2. Okay. And one thing that I recommend is when you're cutting with like thicker materials, like save our projects to be as successful as possible. Sometimes with these thicker materials, it actually helps to move the design so it's not right on the edge. Then there's just less. It's more likely that the material is going to stay stuck to the mat, and you'll get a cleaner cut that way. So I actually had the design in Silhouette Studio placed like right up in the corner of the mat, and I'm going to bring it out a little bit so that there's a little bit of a gap between the edge here and the top. And then there's also a gap between the two earrings themselves. And in the send panel, I've created, let's actually move this up there and there. Okay, so that's going to do its thing. You can hear the machine tapping. That's the auto blade. So sometimes the, it's going well. So sometimes you'll hear like this is a one tap auto blade technology, and so what that means is it just means that the blade will tap once to reset, and then it'll tap how many times or however many times you've set the blade to. So I've actually created a faux leather earring setting in my materials in Silhouette Studio, so that I can just go and select that material type, and then it'll cut it. And so for this thicker one, right now I'm doing a blade of 10, a speed of 1, and a force of 25, and then 2 passes. And let's just check if it cut there. I like to do this before. If you check before you've unloaded the mat, then if this didn't cut all the way through, then you could send it through. As long as you haven't unloaded the mat, you can send it through again and it'll cut it out. But just kind of peeling it back here, I can see that it cut. So I'm going to press this button here to unload it. And it looks like we maybe got a little bit of something there, but that's fine. But look at this one. Cut it out like perfectly. So that's one of the earrings. And then this one, for some reason, I don't know what happened there. I'm just going to trim it like that. You know? There we go. Just like that. Okay, so now one thing that I like to do with faux leather earrings is, oh, I'm going to take this off and then put this back. You always want to put your covering back on the mat so you don't get any dust and it stays sticky for the longest amount of time. Right. And then what I like to do, this is just a little trick that I've done, is I a hole punch in the corner right here, and then I can hang it up from a hook on my pegboard here. And that works really well for me. Okay, so another thing that I like to do with faux leather earrings is that in the design, they'll come with a little hole at the top for obviously to put the jump rings through so you can put them on the fish hook mechanism. But I actually just like to take that out. So in Silhouette Studio, I go to the design itself, I edit the, release the compound path and then delete that little circle because I like to manually do it myself. But it comes, the design itself comes with a little hole in that. I just decided to take it out. Next up I'm going to cut this one. This is a thinner one, and of course I put my mat away, but I'm going to need it again. And with these mats, you can load them from either side. So there's, the arrow here and here. So even if you load it from this side, like the numbers are going to be upside down, but like Silhouette up here is right side up, and you can still load it this way too. So, see, already got one of the hairs on it. Oh, long hair, don't care. Okay, so I'm going to put this on here, and remember, you want to get it like pretty smooth. You can use a brayer. I love using a brayer. I think it really helps. It also helps too if whatever you're using is sensitive to being touched, so you don't want to get the oils on your fingers on it. You can use a brayer, just smooth it out, and you don't even have to touch it. Then let's load it back in there. And then since this is a thinner material, I'm going to use the same blade depth, but I'm going to lower the force a little bit. Maybe to 22. And I'm just lining up these designs here. I'm going to send that. And then it's going to tap and do its thing. So it taps once to reset to 0, and then it taps 10 times to get to and then I'm just checking that she's doing what she's supposed to be doing, and she is. So let me check if there's any comments or questions. So I'll have to come back to those. So I'm doing one pass with this. But sometimes just as an added measure, I'll just do 2 passes. Just for that extra added security of knowing that it cut. So what we're doing if you're just joining us is we are cutting faux leather with the Cameo 4. And this is using the auto blade. So this is the blade that you get when you order the machine. And you know, to cut in faux leather, you don't need any special blade tools like the rotary blade. In fact, for faux leather, with faux leather earrings, it's best to just use the either the auto blade, or if you have a ratchet blade, the one of these. If you have these from like a previous machine or you got it in the craft store. To use the ratchet blade though in the machine, the Cameo 4 comes with a set of adapters. And the black, these are the adapters, they open like this. And so to use the ratchet blade, which I've used the ratchet blade with really great success with faux leather, you just have to manually adjust the blade depth. But then you'd put it in here, and then there's a little fin that sticks out there, and so that would be stuck out. Oops. And then it lines up with the little groove, getting in the groove. Put that in there, and then there you go. And then to adjust the blade, you just put it in this here. Oh, it's already set to 10, but you just line it up here and then twist it, and you can kind of feel it moving, and then it would, change the depth. Okay, so that is done. Oh, I should have tested it first. I didn't test it, but I'm feeling lucky today. If you test it before you take it out of the machine, then you can run it back through. So I couldn't put this back in and line it back up to cut, but oh my gosh, we got a really perfect cut. This is so beautiful. And these are so cute. These are from the Summer Treats earring bundle over at So Fancy. These are so cute. They're little cherries. And oh no, where did I put my the black ones that I just cut? Story of my life, right? Crafting, and then you put something down, and then oops, put it on upside down. Oh no, I cut the wrong ones. Oops, I was playing with two different kinds of earring styles to decide, so I cut the wrong one. But you can kind of see what I'd want it to look like with the black behind it. So aren't those so cute? I totally love these. I mean, and you could just do the earrings like this too. I think that's really cute. So adorable. So let's peel this one off. And then there's this little tiny bit here. There's this little tiny bit cut right in there. And look at that. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. And so again, what I like to do with these is I actually like to take in Silhouette Studio, the free software that you download to use with the machine, is I like to actually take out the circle so I can punch it myself with a, I think this is like a 1/16 hole punch. And I just punch it in right there. And there we go. So then you just punch a little tiny hole, and then all you need are you can get these packs at like the craft store or online, and they come with everything that you need. These jump rings. Should I use gold or silver? I think silver. You use the jump rings, and then it's really handy to have these bottlenose tweezers. They're not like really pointy on the end, but you just open them up. You put the earring through, and then the earring mechanism here. And I've found that sometimes when I put the earring in, it won't face forward. So I've kind of been experimenting with trying like how to fix that. And I found that sometimes it helps if you change the way in which you put the earring on. So I know this is really small, so I hope it's, you know, somewhat comprehensible for you guys to see it. So if I put it on with the hook facing to the left or to the right, sometimes I've found that if I just change the direction, so like if I put it on, you know, facing to the left, sometimes if I change it to the one facing, if I just change the orientation, it can change. It can help a little bit. But anyway, those are so cute. I love these. Oh, this would be really cute with like glitter. You can put HTV on the leather, glitter, which I love glitter HTV. So anyway, there you go. And of course I would do the same thing to the other one, but then there you go. And you got this, there we go. There we go. So then you have your faux leather earrings cut with your Cameo 4 and the auto blade. So you are ready to get started right out of the box with your fun crafting adventures with the Cameo 4. So well, thank you so much for watching. That's all I have planned for today. I think I will go ahead and then recut that black piece because I think it would be really pretty to put a piece of the thicker faux leather behind these. But that's it. That's all I had. This is Lindsay for Swing Design. I have the links for both the design itself over at So Fancy, but also for the Cameo 4 as well. And I linked to just the Cameo 4 page, so you can take a look at the machine or all the different bundles that we have too. So, you know, there's different bundles that come with HTV and adhesive vinyl, so, you know, whatever suits your fancy. So I hope that you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye!